What's up, people? J-Dub here, making a video on YouTube. Yes, shocking, I know. Tis been a while. I think the last time I uploaded a video on YouTube was like mid-March. So yeah, I have a whole hell of a lot of catching up to do, and I'll be doing a lot of that in this video here. I guess I should start off with my predictions for WrestleMania 28. Yeah. No? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I will be talking about WrestleMania in this video, plus tons more. I'll be letting you guys know one of the big reasons why I've been away from YouTube. It's some pretty big news, so yeah, I'll be talking about that a little later on in the video, but let's get started off with WrestleMania. I'm going to take it from there all the way up to the point where we are at right now in WWE. So, WrestleMania, I thought it was a great show. My favorite match on the show was The Undertaker and Triple H. That was an absolutely amazing match. Some great storytelling. I thought Shawn Michaels, he was perfect in his role as special guest referee. I thought Chris Jericho versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship, that was a great match. Third place for me, I'm going to have to give the bronze medal to The Rock and John Cena. It wasn't a bad match at all. It was a good match. It was just that the other two matches that I just talked about, they just completely blew that one out of the damn water. Then the night after WrestleMania, we get the big return of Brock Lesnar to WWE. I've been loving Brock since he's come back to WWE, and I actually called his return all the way back in October, so that was what, 7 months ago on PWTR. So yeah, I knew he was coming back, didn't know when, but I just knew we were going to see Brock Lesnar in WWE again. Turns out we see him the night after WrestleMania 28, and he made a huge impact in WWE, and that match that he had with John Cena at Extreme Rules, that shit was brutal, and it was awesome. It was brutally awesome. I love this MMA influenced character that he has in WWE, and John Cena, he described him in the perfect way when he said Brock Lesnar was a mercenary. I loved what was going on between him and John Cena, and this storyline with Brock Lesnar and Triple H, I'm liking that. Also, we have Paul Heyman. He's come back to WWE, and he's serving as kind of like the representative for Brock Lesnar, especially seeing as Brock can't be there every week because of the deal that he has with WWE. With Paul Heyman, you know, he's a competent representative for Brock. Hell, a lot of people would say they would rather see or especially hear Paul Heyman than Brock Lesnar. But, you know, there have been a lot of people complaining about Brock Lesnar's mic skills and things. I think Brock Lesnar himself, his stature, his build, him just being a natural badass, that allows me to give him a pass on the mic skills and things. So I think Brock Lesnar just standing there, he's good enough. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on that whole situation. What else did we have to talk about? Extreme Rules as a whole, I thought that was a pretty good show also. WWE, they did a really good job of keeping up that big atmosphere that is present around WrestleMania time. They did a great job of keeping that up into Extreme Rules. Now I feel like that atmosphere has dropped off dramatically. I can't even say we're back to the same old shit. Hell, this is probably worse than the same old shit that we get, because we go from all of that stuff, then we go to, out of nowhere, John Cena versus John fucking Laurinaitis on a pay-per-view. Are you fucking serious? Then you could talk about CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. No doubt in my mind that they're going to have a great match at Over the Limit. But how in the, like, I know the, if I say, how in the hell did this match, you know, come to be? People are going to say, well, Daniel Bryan, he won the Beat the Clock Challenge. How the hell was he even in the Beat the Clock Challenge in the first fucking place? That's my point. Like, he goes from being a contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, jumps over to the WWE Championship picture, and the same thing happened in reverse for Chris Jericho. And then with that whole situation, you know, it was originally supposed to be Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, but then they throw Randy Orton in there, then they throw Chris Jericho in there. I'm not complaining about the outlook for the match, because hell, I thank whoever did that, because I don't know what the hell I would have done if I had to sit through a feud between Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. But I don't know, like the build up for Over the Limit, it just seems so contrived. It seems so forced. It's like WWE is in a tailspin right now. They have no direction whatsoever, lacking direction, and it's kind of like taking me out of the show a little bit. It's causing me to be detached from WWE for a little bit. But I'm hoping that things stabilize and we get some solid storytelling after this point. But I guess that's it for my little you know, condensed version of what's been going on in WWE. If you want more detailed stuff, then of course you can tune in to Pro Wrestling Talk Radio. Check out the archives on pwfempire.com. You can download the shows on iTunes, or you can head over to blogtalkradio.com/pwtr. I've still been recording those shows. We have like, what? We've been back for like the last 3 or 4 weeks, so we covered a lot of information on those shows, so make sure you guys check those out if you want more expanded thoughts on all of the stuff that I just discussed. And speaking of Pro Wrestling Talk Radio, on the last episode that we did, it was just yesterday, so a brand new episode of PWTR, we got into a great debate about Paul Heyman and ECW's legacy in the professional wrestling industry. My co-host on the show, Charlie, he made the statement, Paul Heyman saved professional wrestling, and I took a little bit of offense to that, so we like duked it out on the show. It was a great debate. I really recommend you guys listen to that show. You can click the link down in the description box. And what's to come next on PWTR, we will be interviewing Michael Tarver next week on the show. If that name sounds familiar to you guys, maybe you remember him as one of the first cast members or contestants, whatever the hell you want to call it, on the first season of NXT, and he was also an original member of Nexus. So I really want to know what was going on with that whole situation and what was going on in that time in WWE backstage. So we'll definitely get into that on Pro Wrestling Talk Radio next week. And I talked to him on the phone a couple of days ago, and he told me nothing is off limits. Nothing at all is off limits. So that'll be a pretty interesting interview. Make sure you guys tune in to that Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, pwfempire.com next week. So the big news as to what I've been up to since I've been away from YouTube. My Sideshow peeps, you guys already know about this, but for the ones left out in the wilderness, I guess I'll go ahead and show you. I'm joining the Air Force. The enlistment process, that's what I've been going through. That started back in March, and it's like officially done now. I have my date to where I'm leaving and all of that good stuff, and I will be creating a brand new account on YouTube and uploading videos talking about my experience in the Air Force and, you know, all of that, or at least my road to the Air Force and all of that good stuff. I'll let you know right now, it's not geared towards you guys, but if you just want to know for the hell of it what's going on in other parts of J-Dub's life, well, you're more than welcome to check it out. But it's more so geared toward the people who are interested in, you know, the Air Force and going through the same process that I am and stuff like that. But if you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. I guess I'll put the link down in the description box or put it up in annotation or something like that. But yeah, I won't be leaving anytime soon. I'll be leaving in the fall, so you guys have, you know, a few more months to put up with me. And yeah, I'll be back to making videos and stuff. This was basically just like my introduction back to YouTube. I had to throw a whole hell of a lot of stuff in this video just to get myself back in the mood of making videos and to put some clarity on the situation, because you will not believe, well, I'm pretty sure you probably would believe, seeing as some of the people watching this video right now were some of the ones asking me the questions a month after WrestleMania. J-Dub, where's your WrestleMania review? What did you think about WrestleMania? You got it all now. It's all out there. Go right ahead, you know, take it all. There you go. But yeah, you still will have a few more months to put up with me. And yeah, so make sure you guys tune in to Pro Wrestling Talk Radio, especially next week. That's, well, hell, tune into it every week, but next week we have the big Michael Tarver interview, and of course the Sideshow, pwfempire.com, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And I guess the next time you see me will probably be my Over the Limit pre-show, which is going to be this Sunday, an hour before the show goes live. So make sure you guys tune into that. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. I am J-Dub. Peace out.